World War Z. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words. On the Epic Store. Shit. World War Z is a heart-pounding 4-player cooperative third-person shooter featuring massive swarms of zombies that recklessly rush their living prey. Focused on fast-paced gameplay and inspired by the incredibly popular Paramount Pictures property of the same name, World War Z, yeah, I'll do a Z for you Americans, explores new storylines and characters from around the world in tense, overwhelming, gruesomely exciting missions crafted specifically for modern PCs. Yes guys, it's another 4-player zombie co-op shooter. And I'm pleased because we need more co-op shooting zombie games, because let's be honest guys, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 were created hundreds of years ago guys. So we need new ones. We need them. It's been a long time coming. Now we have had some pretenders like that Earth thing that I did last year, which just that wasn't zombies anyway, that was aliens. But it's the same thing. Who knows a zombie from an alien? You know, they're both the same. They're totally different. What do you do? Anyway, before I go into the nitty gritty and the do you mind if I don't, let's have a look at the options. Well, we have a few. We've got a few options, guys, here for your PC viewing pleasure. Now, Vulcan mode, when I turned that on, I was getting really bad kind of lockups that only lasted about half a second, and it was only for the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game, and then it ran pretty well after that, and it looks a lot better than obviously DirectX 11, but I thought I'd mention that. There's a few sound options, there's HUD options, there's obviously full keybinds that work, but guys, it still feels clunky. This game feels clunky. There's times when your guy just won't move up a simple step, or be able to climb a simple car from the front, but you can climb on it from the side. There's clunky things in this, and it's got the old bloody horrible method of picking things up where you hold a key down till the little circle goes round. That's not good. That's bad. If you go to pick something up in real life, do you reach for it? Like, there's a glass on my table. I've got the glass in my hand. I'm not picking it up yet. I'm waiting till an imaginary fucking circle. Now I'll pick it up. I mean, that's not how we work. What the fuck? If you're going to pick something up, pick the up. What is it with games these days? What is it that when a game comes out, you look at it and you think, oh my goodness, this is going to be awesome. And then you start playing it and you just kind of why did I expect this to be good? Why are you stupid? Why did you expect this to be good? Don't you know the rules now? Most games suck. It's just, yeah, sorry. And guys, this game is not that good. It's £31, it's on the Epic Store, and do you know something? There's hardly anybody playing the bloody thing. So many games that I've played tonight. I've played this all day today. I've streamed it as well tonight for a few hours. I've played multiplayer, like PvP. I've done the entire campaign. I'm utterly bored out my fucking brains playing it. And loads of games I couldn't fill up. I had to use bots. I couldn't actually fill up with... serve yourself right for putting it as an exclusive on the Epic Store. You should have put it on Steam. It would have been full of people playing it, but it isn't, so... But anyway... Even if there was a lot of people playing it, I can't see me ever playing it again. I found it mind-numbingly boring. You have one of 6 classes that you can choose. And do you know something? The classes are boring. There's just, not really much difference. I mean, the medic is a standout difference. The medic, when he heals or she heals somebody... with a medikit, he gets 25% of the healing done to them as well, which is a nice little thing. But basically the classes are pretty much the same, except that all the weapons are spread out among them. They have different starting weapons. I mean, there's a melee attacker who has a little bit bonus to melee. You've got a guy who's explosives and stuff like that, and like a shooter who, when he's like a gunslinger and he can run and shoot without having any kind of degradation on his aiming. They're just little things like that. The real progress comes with the perks, and what a grind it is as well. You have to customize your weapons, and you customize your class, your character, and it's nearly all passives. But the customization of your weapon doesn't really exist, because it's not like you're finding scopes or stocks or sights, sights or scopes, or silencers, and you're deciding which one you're going to put on. It's just, there's the weapon of choice that you want to mod. Okay, an assault rifle. So there's some different variants of it. Choose which one you want. And that's not customization, that's just having different types of the same weapon. So even the customization of the weapons is shit. And the customization of your characters, most of it's passive stuff anyway, so it's not like you're getting a load of new abilities to use. And another problem with this is, once you've started playing the game and you've done a lot of the maps, and you can do the whole game in 4 or 5 hours, by the way. Once you've done all that with a character, you'll have raised them up to level, I don't know, I'm level 15 or 16. And so I've spent a lot of my points that I earn in the class of that character. So I'm kind of pigeonholing myself to play that class all the time, because why would I want to go and play a different class that's level 1 and has none of these perks, when I've got a character here with perks that are handy, you know, some of them really nice perks that you get there. And so it's this is the thing with this game. The design of it is bad. Do you know why Left 4 Dead's good? Do you know why people still play Left 4 Dead? I streamed Left 4 Dead and we filled the game up the other day and we streamed, and it was fantastic. We had such a good laugh. Left 4 Dead 2, sorry it was. And do you know why that game's good? It's because it's got great maps, a great campaign, and the characters are just aesthetic, really. It's just like, do you want a boy or a girl? Basically, in the actual characters, because everybody's the same. You all have a chance of the same weapons, you know, a shotgun, a super better shotgun, you know, different tiers of the same gun, like machine guns and stuff like that, different melee weapons, your first aid kits, then you've got your pipe bombs, your molotovs, and all of the bile bombs and all of that. But the zombies themselves are interesting. You've got the charger, you've got the smoker, you've got the spitter, you've got the hunter, you've got the tank that comes on every now and then. And the levels are very well designed, and it's a very long game, and it takes a while to get through, and the difficulty levels have meaning in that. In this game, none of that. You get none of that. They've copied pretty much a lot of the zombies. You've got a charger, which is called a bull. You've got a hunter, which is called creep. And you've got it's like a boomer, but he's not really a boomer. Well, I guess he is. When you kill him, he just like lets off toxic gas. And he's called a gas man or something? Or it's something, a gas bag or something. It's just, it's awful, and that's pretty much it. And you've got a screaming zombie who you can see him through walls with x-ray fucking vision, and he just stands there on the spot screaming, and all the time he's screaming, he's attracting more zombies. And I'm sorry, but that's wank for 2019. It's just like a half-assed copy of Left 4 Dead. And, you know, the only saving grace of this game are the swarms of zombies, because they look absolutely fantastic, just like they do in the movie, and I really enjoyed the movie. And when you see that horde coming towards you, it is astonishing, and you think, my goodness, this isn't a cutscene. They are coming to eat my face off. And you just start opening up with machine guns and throwing grenades at them, and it is extremely good fun and very tense, and I love them moments in the game. But once you've kind of done it about 10 times, and they're all happening on pretty much every level consists of pretty much the same thing, unfortunately, which is why I got so bored. You'll just come onto the map, you'll have to press a few buttons, activate a few of these things, then you'll get to a point that you have to defend, and waves of zombies will rush at you. Then you'll defend for long enough, move to a little area, then press a button, go to the next area. You might have to escort somebody while he tells you to press more buttons, and then you defend another area, and it's rinse repeat all the way through the game. Whether you're in Jerusalem, whether you're in New York, whether you're in Tokyo or Russia, they're the 4 zones, and it's just like, I'm sorry, this is boring the tits off us. And then you'll get the zombie hordes, and that's fun, and you throw your grenades at them, and you see them, you know, when they climb up the walls on top of each other. It's spectacular looking, it looks fantastic, but it's boring. So that's about it, guys. And that, now the PvP was a joke, absolute joke. There's PvP on this where you're fighting other players. It's not like Left 4 Dead where I was hoping that you would be able to play as zombies and somehow control a horde and stuff like that, but you can't. It's just pretty lame deathmatch, king of the hill, domination, you know, find objects and hold on to them and stuff like that. I didn't enjoy it at all. I played it a little bit, I just found it boring. Death, respawn, dead, respawn, dead, respawn. Nah, just with a few zombies running around the map, and now and then you'll get a big horde coming. Guys, the whole game is very disappointing. It's not a trash game. It's not like awful, but it's not worth £31 in a million years. It isn't fit to tie the laces of Left 4 Dead. In fact, Vermintide 2 was a hell of a lot better than this as well. Third person makes it just a joke. I mean, half the time you can't see some of the zombies on the screen because of your stupid fucking character that you're controlling. Do you know what? Playing third person games, you know what you might as well do? You might as well get a piece of paper and sellotape it to your fucking computer screen. You know, a big square taking up a big load of your screen. Just sellotape it there onto your screen and then try and play a fucking game, and you can't see anything that's going on behind that piece of paper. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Do you know, there was times when I was trying to shoot stuff but I couldn't because I can't get the right angle to shoot it, you know what I mean? Because you've got to fucking guess because it's third person. Ugh. It's also buggy as well. It doesn't have a huge amount of people playing. Sometimes I couldn't even log in, the server was down. It is single player. You can play it with bots if you want. It's multiplayer and like co-op, and it's PvP. But guys, don't be if you do buy it, don't be surprised if you're bored after 5 hours. I bloody well was. It's just nowhere near as good as Left 4 Dead. Just let's have Left 4 Dead 3 for fuck's sake.